So I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 the day that it was released. In fact, I started making videos on it and it actually got this channel monetized. So I made the switch from being a vlogger to a camera and tech reviewer. So thanks for that. Anyways, I've gone through a ton of accessories for the Pocket 3, some of them given to me by companies and even more I paid for myself. And after 22 months of owning this camera, I think I finally found the 5 accessories that you must have for your Pocket 3. Until I discover something better. Anyways, let's just jump right in and start with this magnetic mount. There are other variations of this mount, but the one that I have and use all the time is this one from FlyMile. The main reason I prefer this mount is because I can use it with the original cover from DJI. We'll talk more about that later. But this mount is super useful because it's pretty much the only mount that you need for your Pocket 3. First off, it's a magnetic mount, so you can attach it to anything metal. This is my favorite feature of it because when I'm out traveling, I can just attach this to a pole or sign and I can film myself. So I don't need to carry a tripod stick around with me. But what if there's nothing metal around, you say? Well, the base can also be used as a stand, so you can just set it up on a ledge and film. If you do want to mount it to a tripod though, there are 2 1/4-inch mounts so you can attach it to a selfie stick or attach a tripod plate on there. But you don't really need a tripod plate because the magnet mount has a built-in Arco Swiss adapter. So you can just attach it directly to an Arco Swiss mount. If you want to attach it to an action mount, there are GoPro finger mounts also on the magnet mount that folds out. Then you can just fold them back in if you don't need them. Now if you're using other DJI action cameras like the Action 5 Pro or the Osmo 360, you probably already have magnetic mounts for them, and they'll actually fit on this mount. There's a spot once again on the magnet mount, but there's also a spot on the front that you can attach it to. So if you want to attach this to your backpack, you can now do it and actually have the screen facing you so you can see what you're filming. Just under the mount on the front is a slot so you can attach a lanyard to it if you want. And finally, there's a cold shoe mount on the side so you can attach other accessories to it like lights or the DJI mics. A nice feature about this magnetic mount is that you can take the SD card out without having to take off the mount. It's going to be a little difficult unless you got something to eject it or have tiny fingers, but at least they thought about it. I have other mounts that have to be completely taken off in order to get the SD card out. The second must-have accessory is a mounting base like this one from Neewer. Okay, this may seem redundant because of the magnetic mount I just talked about, but there are times you'll want to keep this camera as small as possible, and you can't do that with the magnetic mount. So this little mounting base will allow you to still mount your Pocket 3 onto tripods and stands, and actually let you keep the Pocket 3 in your pocket. This is basically a better engineered mounting base than the one that comes with your Pocket 3. It's smaller and can actually stand your Pocket 3 on its own, unlike the one from DJI. And yes, you can use it in tandem with the magnetic mount that I talked about earlier. This base also relocates the USB-C port on the back, so you can still charge it or connect it to your computer. The bottom of this base has a 1/4-inch mount and action finger mounts that fold out. The base can also be directly attached to the DJI mounts too. Like I was saying, it's pretty redundant if you already have the magnetic mount on, but it's still going to be really useful. So the next must-have accessories are going to be filters for your Pocket 3. It feels like every company out there makes filters for their Pocket 3, and I've tried a few of them, but the ones I settled on are the ones from SmallRig. The main reason I prefer these are because they're slim, and you can leave them on your Pocket 3. You can leave thicker filters on your camera too, but with slim filters, it allows the camera to shut off with the lens facing in. With thicker filters, it rotates back out, which it's designed to do, and it's fine if you're using the original case it comes with. The 3 main filters I find myself using are the circular polarizer, the variable ND, and the black pro mist. The circular polarizer is probably my favorite because it reduces glare and reflections from water and glass. I like to film my travels, so this is super useful when walking around the city or even on hikes. The variable ND I'm sure most people are already familiar with, but they say that they're basically sunglasses for your camera, and that's pretty much what they are. It allows your camera to shoot at a more natural shutter speed on bright sunny days to make things less jerky looking. And finally, the black mist filter, which some of you already have if you got the creator combo. This just gives the Pocket 3 an awesome dreamy look, which is great for those travel videos. Whoever you buy filters from, they'll probably come in a case like this, but accessory number 4 makes things easier to carry. This is an accessory that attaches to the Pocket 3 case from DJI. This one specifically is from I don't know how to say it. But this attaches to the mount where you would normally place your DJI mic. You just slot it into place and it locks in there. This attachment lets you fully protect your Pocket 3 on all sides while still using the original DJI case. Okay, the bottom is a little bit exposed, but that's why I mentioned the magnetic mount first. This lets you use everything cohesively. To be fair with this cover, the magnet mount can't fully fold in, but I haven't found it to be an issue. So not only does this cover protect the back of your Pocket 3, but it can also hold 3 more filters. So along with the 2 slots in the DJI case, you can now carry 5 filters or 4 filters and a wide angle lens all in one neat package. This does make the whole package kinda big, so I do have a quick honorable mention before I get to the final must-have accessory. So this is a slim replacement case to protect your DJI Pocket 3. This one here is from Amazier. Again, there are other accessories like this, but I prefer this one because it covers the control stick and the record button. So you won't accidentally turn on your camera when it's in your bag or pocket. This case also has a slot for one filter too, so choose wisely. Or just carry the filters in another case. Alright, so finally the last must-have accessory for your Pocket 3 is a power bank. The battery life in Pocket 3 is great, but if you're filming all day, you're gonna need to recharge it. If you don't want to put it away but need to keep it powered so that you can keep filming, here are two battery chargers that I suggest. The first is this battery handle from MakeTech. It's pretty similar to the one in the Creator Combo, but this handle is a little bit longer and has a much better battery capacity. The battery handle from DJI is only 950 mAh, while this one from MakeTech is 2800 mAh. So it's almost triple the capacity of the one from DJI. It has the same 1/4-inch mount on the bottom, so you can still attach it to a tripod, and the USB-C port is relocated on the back like the one from DJI. The one thing I don't like about this though is that there's no way to check if it's charged or not without plugging it into the Pocket 3. Other than that, this is a great battery handle for the Pocket 3. What I honestly like more than this handle though is its power bank from Anker. It has an even bigger capacity at 5000 mAh and plugs right into the USB-C port of your Pocket 3. But since it's not designed specifically for the Pocket 3, you can use this to charge other things too, like your phone. If the battery handles could do more than just charge the Pocket 3, they would be so much more useful. I do get why it has to be designed like this, but let me use it for something other than just a Pocket 3. There's obviously things I didn't include like lights and microphones, but I wanted to narrow it down to accessories that attach directly to the Pocket 3 itself to improve filming with it. Now if there's anything I missed or haven't heard of yet, let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's something I can spend more money on. Alright, I'm gonna go shut off my comments so you can't suggest accessories for me to buy. I'm trying to save some money here. See ya.